Welcome everyone! Today we have an episode about Yunus Musah. And yes, we'll be addressing his situation with USMNT, England national team, his player bio, his background, his stats, style of play, everything. But there's one thing I'm going to address in this video that no one talks about. His flaws. And yes, I haven't seen anyone talk about his flaws. So I went in, I analyzed Yunus Musah. I have a couple flaws on his game that I'm going to talk about at the very end of this video. During the video, we'll address his background and bio stats and everything. And this is a player that's born in the US, has parents from Ghana, lived in Italy, and can play for England. It's as crazy as it sounds. That's the situation with Yunus Musah, the Valencia player, hopefully USMNT player in the future. I'll address all that in the video. Now, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, keep sharing our content. Let's keep growing this USMNT community that we have, South American soccer as well. Thank you very much everyone for the support. So if you kindly could also hit the notification bell so you don't miss our content. It's just an advice, okay? You don't have to follow it. Now let's just roll the apps. Let's talk about Yunus Musah. That's what you guys are here for. You don't want to hear me talk. Let's go to Yunus Musah. Okay, starting with his background. Yunus Musah was born in New York, but no, it's not because he's American or his parents lived here. His mom was here for vacation. She was originally from Ghana. Right after his birth, they moved to Italy, where he would even start playing soccer for Giorgini Calcio. But at age 9, they moved to London, where he would join the Arsenal Youth Academy the same year. During his time at Arsenal, he had plenty of success, and was even called up for the English national team in several different levels, U15, U16, the list goes on, you name it. During his last season with the Arsenal U18, he had 18 games, 5 goals and 3 assists before moving to Valencia for free at August 11th of 2019. The main reason for that was Yunus Musah was trying to make a move for the first team, for the senior squad. And yes, we can kind of see this going on with Folarin Balogun right now. He could leave Arsenal this summer to go play some first team football, if you're in England, first team soccer. But that's just me getting off topic. Let's go back to Yunus Musah. For Valencia, he would originally be assigned to Valencia B, where he even spent some time there before moving to the senior squad. But we'll dive into the senior squad later in this video. Let's go to his player bio now. Yunus Musah, born on November 29th of 2002. He's currently 18 years old. He has 1.78 meters of height. He's right-footed, plays for Valencia. His position is an attacking midfielder, central midfielder, or right midfielder. However, he's even listed as a right winger at this point. His nationality, American, English, he can also be Ghana, and Italian as well. His current market value is $11 million. Alright, so let's talk about Valencia a little bit. And for Valencia, Yunus Musah this season, which is his first season with the first team, he played 26 games and had 2 goals. However, those 26 games, he only played 1,400 minutes, which is roughly 15 games, which makes his stats look a little better. On November 1st of 2020, Musah became the youngest non-Spanish player to score for Valencia when he scored at the 2-2 draw with Getafe. So at Valencia, he plays mostly as a right midfielder. They do play a 4-4-2 system, and the way I think they're using him, what they want him to be, is they're trying to exploit his dribbling ability, which is amazing, and his pace. So as a right midfielder playing wide, you can exploit that a little better than a central midfielder. As I've been saying this about Christian Pulisic, for example. He's a more go at the defender, so you need that speed. So that's his situation in Valencia right now. He does prefer to play as a box-to-box midfielder, as he has said. We will get to that in the video. But at Valencia, he's mostly a right midfielder. And I even saw a game that he played as a left midfielder. Along with that, it's very important to point out that he did start the season as a starter very often, but he has lost some minutes lately. But that's nothing to be worried about. He's 18. Inconsistency is part of his path. It's perfectly normal. All right, let's keep going with the video. Okay, now let's talk about England. And yeah, I have an English jersey. Well, don't hate me for it. So for England, he played at almost every youth level. He played at U15, U16, U17, U18, U19, everything. The most noticeable one, probably the best one, is U18 right now, where he had 8 games and scored 2 goals. He was also just 16 at the time when he played for them, which is quite impressive. For the English senior squad, he has not been called up or played for. And we're going to get to the rumors that he might get called up for this March camp. Maybe when you're watching this video, we already know if you got called up or not. But right now he hasn't. So before I get to that, let me talk about the USMNT right now. Alright, time to talk about America. And for the United States, the USMNT, he played 2 games, scored no goals so far. He only got called up once. And we're going to talk about that right now. Both of his games came in November of 2020's camp on a 0-0 draw with Wales and a 6-2 victory over Panama. For the occasion, Greg Berhalter did play him as a central midfielder, which is the position he prefers as well. Will he always be playing there for the USMNT? I don't know, man. I mean, Berhalter could have done that maybe just to pursue the kid, or maybe he truly believes Yunus Musah is a better central midfielder because he has said it in the past. I think he is better central midfielder, and that's the position he normally played before Valencia moved into the right midfielder. So maybe it was more of a tactical approach from Greg Berhalter rather than one just to pursue Yunus Musah. Okay, now let's address the situation with the March camp. So if he gets called up for the USMNT in March, right now, if he has already, he won't be locked in. They're friendly matches versus Northern Ireland and Jamaica. Even if he plays, it doesn't matter. Now, if he gets called up by England, they play the World Cup qualifiers, and then he would get locked in with England. So let's say he gets called up by England and he accepts it. We lost Yunus Musah. Let's say he gets called up by the USMNT and England and he picks the USMNT. He's still not locked in, and it doesn't mean he's 100% committed to us. What it means is he might want to just buy some time, right? Because he won't be locked in. He could pick England later on. But I do think if he gets called up by both nations this March and he picks one, even if it's the USA and he's not locked in, I think it's pretty much confirmed where his mind is set. So let's hope both teams pick him and he picks the US. Let's just show that he's with us. But nothing is certain if he does choose the US this March. Keep that in mind. Hi, Pedro Parker here. I would kindly request if you guys could please hit that like button if you made it this far in this video. If you did, please hit that like button. I am kindly begging you, as it truly helps the channel and it helps other USA fans find us. Thank you guys. Let me bring tactical back. Now it's the fun part of the video. Okay, so before we get to my opinion and my analysis on his flaws and attributes and qualities he has, let's hear it from Yunus Musah himself and quote him on that. I know you're going to hear it from my voice, but quote him. His words, not mine. In regards to his playing style, Musah said it himself. I'm a passer and I'm also physical. I can run past players because I'm a bit bigger than some of them. I'm really good at passing. I can create a lot of chances. And this season, I've been trying to improve my scoring rate. I'll get to my analysis, but I actually truly agree with him. He just forgot to mention some of his flaws. Let's go to my analysis now on this. Okay, so what player does he have a similar playing style to? Who does he compare to? And I did some research and I couldn't really picture any player that he reminds me of. He's very unique. He's a very pacey box-to-box midfielder. Can play wide as well. Very technical, good at passing, good at tackles. And to many, his main attribute is his dribbling. And I agree with him. He does it with pace. It's very scary for a defender to face a player like Yunus Musah. But there's some aspects of his game that he also has to improve as well. And one of them is this. He's very good on defense due to his athletic ability. Yes, he does lack a lot of intensity, in my opinion, on defense. Sometimes he gets lazy. It could be because of his age, could be stamina. We'll learn over time. I don't like players that rest on defense, and he has done it a few times. I've noticed it with Valencia, and I even noticed at the USMNT camp in November, both games versus Wales and Panama. Now, another flaw in his game is tactical, and he has to improve it quite a bit. He does tend to go towards the ball very often when our defense or midfield has it. And at times, that makes it difficult for his teammates to open up the field or even get the ball to him. Or when he gets it, he needs to get rid of it very quickly because he's already under pressure. We saw this a few times at the match versus Wales at the November camp, which is a more qualified team than Panama. Essentially, what that does is if your team plays possession soccer, he slows down the game. If you play possession trying to hold the ball, tiki-taka, pass it around, he slows down the game because he keeps going towards the ball and it tightens up the field. Now, if they play a game that goes at the team, not possession, but more of a counterattack, for example, Yunus Musah is pretty good because he's good at facing the defender rather than going in tight spaces there. That's just my opinion on it. It's something similar to my analysis on Christian Pulisic, for example. That's a flaw that's often not addressed on Yunus Musah. So it's a tactical flaw, which I think he'll adjust over time, or teams will have to adjust to him, which is probably not very likely. So we talked about his qualities: pace, dribbling, passing, soccer IQ, all of that. We talked about his flaws, which is lack of intensity on defense and tactical positioning. For possession soccer, for example, he affects a team very poorly, and he'll improve that over time. He's only 18. He'll learn for sure. So what do I rate him? From 1 to 5 stars, I would give him a 4-star rating out of 5. It's a pretty talented player, and I think he'll be fantastic. And I really hope he picks the USMNT. I don't know if he will. There's a lot to go on to it. I think he's more likely to pick the USMNT, but this could age very poorly, what I just said. It could age very poorly very soon. But you know, let me know down below. Do you guys think he will pick the USMNT? Do you guys think he'll pick England? Let me know at the comment section down below. Let me know how you guys rate Yunus Musah and if you guys agree with me or not on my analysis on his flaws and his strengths. I want to thank you all very much for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, blah, blah, blah. Have a great day.